Proud grandmas. That's the one that Iris sang in Moana. She did. There we go. She'll... Enough of Iris. Back to me. No, you know I'm not like that. So, good vibes only. You know, I wanted to change this title in the beginning because I didn't want to be accused of spiritually bypassing, which seems to be a kind of a phrase that's been used for a while in our wonderful family of spirituality. And then I thought to myself, why are you protecting people? Back to my upbringing, I've got to protect everybody. Are they going to be okay with the title? Are they going to be? And you know, that's going to work nothing for anyone to do that. But the reason is because I didn't want it to be that feeling like, unless I'm in a good mood, then I can't be a part, because we do get that as well. Well, what about when my feelings come up? What about, this isn't just about happy talk, right? But what we're talking about, good vibes only, is that's a very powerful source that we're working with. And that's something that I work on daily. I practice daily because I'm not always good vibing. I know that you find that hard to believe too, but sometimes I just get in this, I was telling Rita today, it was incredible what power we have within our own being, that I don't need to know necessarily what kind of vibration I'm in. I just need to look at my world and I need to feel what I'm feeling, and I pretty much am on it. Because I'm going, my energy's really low. And it's not because, it could be because I didn't eat enough or I didn't do this, but it's usually because I'm out there in the 3D world. I'm out there counting on numbers. I'm counting on what the scale, can you imagine, we get on a scale to tell us whether or not we're thin enough or whether or not we've lost the weight. Don't you know? That's what I said to myself. And then I was taking my blood pressure, and it was like, oh, not that anything's wrong, but I was taking my blood pressure, and it was like, I said, I want 120 over 80. I want 120 over 80. 140 over something, 138 over. I said I want 120 over 80. So I'm like, shh, shh. And I'm thinking, do you think maybe you want to be healthy, Patrick? Because I don't know about 120 over 80 is going to tell me. So I got 120, I got 117 over 78 people. But that wasn't good enough, because I want to do it again and make sure it was correct. So this is what I want to say about our little KJ that she was telling the story about. He manifests, and I want us all to take this in. We manifest, right? And we say, this is what I require. I like require better than want. This is what I require from my life. And then it shows up, right? And instead of going, yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you, we go, to quote KJ, is it real? Is it real? I was sitting over there, and I'm so glad she had something, because for some reason it just made me emotional. Is it real? Did you do it? Did you do it? Who brought the bearded, what's it called? Bearded dragon. I'm really into the stuff. And it really hit me. Did you? But the biggest one is it real? Did I really, I wanted it, but now it's here. I wanted the perfect relationship. It's here. Is it real? I haven't really thought it out fully because, and I went, wow, is it real? Thank you, KJ. Is it real? My dreams have been fulfilled. Is that possible now that it's been? Is it real? And I just thought that, and I thought, wow. So we're not bypassing anything. We're allowing ourselves to feel it, to know it, but to know that there's a vibration that we're in charge of. They said, well, what's your vibration? It was like, I love this one. I'm in a really bad mood. I just want to know where that mood came from. I'm just curious. Because Dr. Eric Butterworth, and I always use this in Unity, he says, moods are permitted emotions. And I agree with that. Now, I'm not saying that when something happens in our life, a trauma, that doesn't need time for pause. But I'm in charge of how I handle it. So when I told Rita, my vibration's really low, like somebody shoved me down, and said, his low vibration. No. I have to look at that and say, why is my vibration at this level right here and right now? It's here because I'm allowing something, numbers or people or things to tell me. I'm allowing a bank account to tell me who I am. I'm allowing somebody else to tell me who they are. And then I go into the comparison game. And then I allow that to become who I am. There's this great poem. I never heard of the story, but I hear it's popular. The Little Prince. The Little Prince, yeah. By Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. Oh, I love that. I said it completely wrong, but as long as I put an accent with it, you guys will do it. But before I do that, I want you to know that I raised my vibrational frequency before I went to bed last night. And I'm going to tell you how I did that. Not that you're interested in how I raised my vibrational frequency before I went to bed. Who knows that Rita and I have another woman in the house? Her name's Alexa. And I know how people feel about Alexa. I unplug it when our people come to watch the house, blah, 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 blah. I understand that, but that's not what the story's about. So I love this AI experience because I love to see if I can mess her up, Like, what's the color of my eyes? I do not have that information. So, and I'm always trying to do it too. I want her to act all human. And this story has nothing to do with anything. But I have to tell you it because it raised my vibration. It gave me, I laughed because this is why. So I said, so Rita's sitting there and she's getting ready. I'm at the bar, but not bar, but just at the bar in the kitchen. And I said, Alexa, am I good looking? That's what she told me. Don't tell the story because they're going to wonder why you're talking to a little bald and asking them why you're good looking. I told you I was depending on the 3D world to tell me who I am. Okay, so this is what she said. Where is what she said? Well, I remember what she said. Oh, I'm sure you're a knockout. But take it from someone who comes from the non-physical. Beauty comes from within. Oh, she did. So what did I do? Is it real? Is it real? Alexa, am I good looking? I'm sure you're a knockout. But take it from where I am in the non-physical, beauty comes from within. Oh my God. Don't you think that's fun? I mean, if anything, but here I had to go, oh my God, all the money I've spent on therapy and everything, and all I had to do was go over to my spiritual counselor, Alexa, and Alexa will tell you what it is. So she supposes I'm a knockout. That's a given. But my beauty comes from within. I'm thinking, oh my God. So do you feel my vibration? My vibration went so high because I was thinking, you don't know how anything's manifested, dude. AI's talking to you. She's telling you who you are. And that is the beauty comes from within. I sometimes I just entertain the hell out of myself. I'm gonna let you know. So, and I also like to pass it on to you all. So here's the poem. It's madness to hate all roses because you got scratched by one thorn. To give up all dreams because one of them didn't come true. To give up all attempts because one of them failed. It's foolish to condemn all your friends because betrayed you. To no longer believe in love just because someone was unfaithful or didn't love you back. To throw all your chances away to be happy because something went wrong. There will be always another opportunity, another friend, a new strength. For every end, there is always a new beginning. And now here is my secret, a very simple secret. It is only with the heart that one can see rightly. What is essential is invisible to the eye. And it made me have a moment to pause, to say, no, I. Do we give up too quickly on ourselves? Was the question I had. Do I give up too quickly? Hello? Do I give up too quickly? And what that means for me is when I state, declare, whatever you want to call it, a manifestation to take place, and the reason I can do that is because of who and what I am, and who and that you are as well. But the moment I say, this is what I would like to experience, and I have become this in my mind's eye, and I am acting as if prosperity. Let's talk prosperity. There is no way for a mental equivalent to match if I am continually saying, I am poor. I don't get the breaks. I don't get, no. And it's also not saying, come on, I'm going to run up my credit card to come have dinner with me because I'm rich. No, rich doesn't come from out there. It doesn't. It comes from in here where you say, the wealth of all the universe lives within Patrick. Wow. And sit with it. Don't rush back like, oh, the last time I said this, it didn't happen. And going to look, there's something about it's like, I am feeling I'm feeling so healthy right now, so healthy. Why is my arm still hurt? Why is it hurting? Why is it hurting? Why is it hurting? And what am I doing right now? Taking that vibration and going back to the very thing. And yes, when I'm in pain, I'm in pain. But there's still that thing that says, not is it real? We're all here, and it is real. Whew, it is real. I'm just thinking of that little boy looking. I remember being this little boy who was so afraid, and maybe some of you can relate to it as adults, so afraid to get excited about something we wanted, because what if we don't get it? And I used to say that to my mom. Are we going to the fair? Are we going to go to the fair? Well, depends on your father, how he's acting. And I was like, oh, so it's dependent upon something. So now we have the opportunity to say, this is how I want to experience my life. I want my life filled with love. I want my life filled with wealth of all kinds. I can never ask for too much. How could we? But we go in there and I say, oh, I want to never worry about prosperity again. That's who I am. I'm the birthright. It's my birthright. But is it real? Or is Patrick just saying that to make himself feel better? No. It is absolutely real. We can have, we can be, and we can do anything we choose because of who we are, and we talked last week. And why is that? Because I deserve it. And not because I had a horrible childhood. I deserve it because I came here as good, as the best vibration that you could even imagine. And then somewhere along the way, somebody said, good vibes are good here, this is bad vibes, this is this, and I bought it. I bought the big lie. So I'm going back to KJ, and I'm going back to the child within me. I'm going back, and I suggest you tap in too and say, I know you're here. What is it that you require, little one? Really? Yes. Here, this is what I want us to tell our inner child if you choose to. Hey, little Patrick, I just want you to know I don't have all the answers, but it's real. Spirit is real. That's who I am. That's who you are. It's real, and you're lovable, and you deserve it all. Why? Not because of anything you did. It's because of who you are. Namaste.